Everybody, it's Michael here from Replica Airguns with another field test shooting video. Today we have the P1, full auto P1 by Crosman. It's basically a Beretta or Taurus blowback BB pistol. Okay, CO2 powered. Check out my tabletop video for this gun. I've already done that for you guys. It's basically a KWC Taurus, the P1 or the P-92. It's got a few different names. There's all kinds of different names for it, but it's made by KWC, so Crosman's rebranded it, and what's particular about this one is that it has a laser. So we will be actually seeing if the laser does help with accuracy, comparing it to, well, I'm not going to actually compare it to other KWC Taurus pistols, but you can go back and watch some of those videos. I'll put links maybe in the description so you can see a comparison video without a laser. But we're going to see how it does in terms of feet per second. I'm expecting it to get just over 300. And accuracy, well, let's hope we can get within 4 inches. 2 inches would be nice. This gun isn't historically known to be super accurate, but we do have a laser, so there we go, right? We're not going to need the laser for the chronograph portion, but let's get some rounds down range here and see what we can do. Okay, get that all lined up nicely. Let's just turn that off and on again. Didn't like that for some reason. Some sort of error, so let's start it over. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we should be good to go. Okay, all right, so here we go. All loaded up in semi-auto. We're not going to be doing full auto. Well, maybe we will, but we'll see here. So let's do. I said we weren't going to do full auto. Apparently, we are in full auto. Okay, so let's try that again. 284. Let's do a regular shot here. 318. Nice and poppy. 319. 317. 312. And 311. So let's put that in safe. So yeah, that was full auto. So that kind of probably took a little bit of the steam out of the first. I probably would have got a little higher on the first few shots, but we probably put about 4 or 5 in full auto downrange, so that will take a little bit of the maximum FPS off, but that's more of a true FPS. I mean, realistically, you're not going to get, you know, the FPS equivalent to your first 4 or 5 shots all day long. You're going to get more like what we just showed you there. So, you know, up in the 320s, somewhere in that range, maybe topping out at 330. I'll average that out for you, what we did get. And now we're going to do the accuracy portion. I am just going to test this gun in semi-auto because, you know, with that laser bouncing around with the blowback action, that's not going to really show you what the accuracy is in full auto. We will do semi-auto. By the way that this trigger or the way that this selector works is when you're seeing those 3 dots, it's actually that's actually full auto. So you got to have it down there. That's full auto. That was my mistake. And then when you're in this first notch where you're covering the dots, so that's semi-auto, that's full auto. Okay, so just so you know, I kind of forgot that. That's why we sprayed and prayed there the first few rounds. All right, let's do the accuracy portion of this test. I got my target all set up. Gonna shoot 10 rounds in semi-auto, see how we did, and maybe I'll do some full auto just at the end, just to empty the mag. But let's give this a try. Put it in semi-auto this time for sure, now that we know what we're doing. And let's see if this laser does help a little bit. So we got this just right here. So you can see that on the target. It's nice, right? So we can see if I'm actually where I need to be. And first round. Wow. Things are coming back. That's a bad sign. Usually that means I'm not on the target at all. That usually means I'm shooting high or something. So I'm going to aim at the bottom. I can adjust the sights, but it is shooting massively high. Okay, let's try the bottom ring there and see if we can get it up at least at the top of the target. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, I can see that the laser is really high, so Okay, so I gotta aim up like there to get it. I'm gonna have to aim at the top ring. I'm basically gonna aim for that top bit right there. So that, yeah, this will hopefully do it. Okay, let me see. This is not going well. Wow. So we're not getting anywhere near this guy. I already use open sights. Yeah, I got to go even higher. So I am going to aim right there and see if we can get it on target. Okay, let's take a look. That didn't go as planned at all. I had to aim like up here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you in my I had to aim up here. Like I even aimed up here and I wasn't hitting the target. So this when I first put the laser on, it was like lining up really nicely with with the sight. So at shooting it, definitely moved it around. But now that it's, let me just see here. Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely the laser is set too high, like way too high, about a good 10 to 12 inches too high. So I'm going to have to adjust that down. But I did find a little spot that I could sight it into, and I aimed high to get this grouping here. So definitely need to bring that up. But this is out of the box. What I like to shoot guns out of the box like they are. I don't think I have a lot of ammo left in here, so full auto. I'm not going to do a full auto mag dump because I think BBs are going to be flying everywhere and coming back, and that's kind of a little bit dangerous. But out of the box, I like to test the guns as is. This can be adjusted. It does have a little Allen key that adjusts the laser and lets you manually adjust it for elevation, windage, elevation. There's one on the side here for left and right, one on the bottom on the bottom for elevation, and that's for windage, and you can get it in the ballpark, at least a lot closer than I had it out of the box. But you can see here, we did get, pretty close to a 2-inch grouping. These two came under, but these guys here were definitely within 2. But left and right, it was about 1.5 inches, up and down about 2.5 inches. There's nothing wrong with that for a blowback BB gun. So keep that in mind. The gun actually shoots good. The laser sight just needs to be tweaked a little bit. Once it's tweaked, once it's adjusted, it will help you to get it. Now, the nice thing is that most of these blowback guns don't have adjustable sights, so putting a laser on it does allow you to adjust, because sometimes the sights could shoot left, right, up, down, 2 out of the box as well. So just by putting a laser on, you'll be able to pop stuff, sight it in for the distance you like to shoot at, whether that's 20 or 30 feet, like we're shooting basically 30 feet here. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right, so check out my tabletop video again and go over specs, features, all that kind of stuff. Show you the box, show you the manual, all those things. Show you the gun up close in more detail. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also check out our Canada and US online stores at replicairguns.ca for Canada, replicairguns.us for the US. And that's where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.